Guys, I'm about to show you a game that is going to be a prime example, in my opinion, and I will say this now, that I'm willing to be proved wrong, and I hope that I am, because I'm tired of seeing this one mechanic implemented in countless other games across the gaming platform, especially in extraction shooters, and especially in the battle royale scene. As I'm tired of seeing it, because not everybody has it. Okay? Not everybody has it. This is my memo to all game developers out there, that if you're looking to develop a game or developing a game, not everybody has this. Okay? So please just pay attention and just hear me out. And leave a comment below on what you think, because I need my mind changed on how I need to view this. Okay? Because it's messing with my enjoyment of enjoying potentially great games. Potentially great games. Okay? So just hear me out. Let's go. This is a game by Embark Studios. Okay? It's by Embark Studios. I've never heard of it before. Okay? It might be new, might be old, I don't know. But they're coming out with Arc Raiders. It was all over my TikTok feed. I couldn't get away from it. So I was like, I'm going to do my due diligence and we're going to look it up. Obviously, we're going to do our due diligence. Make sure it looks great. I love extraction shooters. Love the multiplayer. It looks great. But how is it? Because I keep playing extraction shooters that are just poor Tarkov watered downs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested in that, because they keep trying to feature this one feature in the game that keeps you from enjoying the game. Okay? So let's check it out.
How was your day, honey?
Pretty intense, but
Like it.
I brought something for you.
It piques interest.
Where'd you find all these things?
I'm not going
there,
to
you know.
Did you run into Ark?
I did, and I watch out for them, but they're the least of my problems.
All the raiders I've met say the same thing. You cannot control what happens up there. But you can decide how you deal with it.
Hey, Raider!
That looks
Where'd
good.
you get that
Listen,
jacket?
where'd you get that jacket?
I
It looks great. Looks great. They're going to feature it on Steam, PS5, Xbox Series X, Epic Store. It's going to be across all platforms. People are going to have access to this game. It's going to be great. Okay. Let's check out the gameplay trailer. This is what... I don't understand, Steve. Come on.
Player extraction adventure.
Okay, yes. I want to go all the way back to the beginning. There we go.
Arc Raiders is a multiplayer extraction adventure set in a distant future here on Earth. Players start in Speranza, one of the few places in the
Look at that. Okay. Number one, we've seen this before. We've seen this playbook time and time again as gamers. You're showing thousands of people. You're saying it's a mole-populated city. So we're expecting that. Like, you show us these things, we are expecting to see that. Not a resemblance, not like a shadow of what that could have been. No, we want to see that. We want to see people all throughout this city, hustle and bustle, you know? We might not be able to interact with them, but we want to see them. I want to see it. Ubisoft does that countless times. They'll do that in their trailers. They will sit there and show you a world that is so populated, and then you play the game, and it is nowhere near that. And it's just like, this is an empty world. I'm the only person here. It's an undersell. Oversell, I'm sorry.
Rust Belt. It is relatively safe from Arc machines that
See
occupy
birds.
the surface. There are thousands of people living down here, and there is always a need for vital materials from the world above.
It's a great premise. Great premise. And, like I said, we're seeing birds. We're seeing atmosphere. Plant life looks great. Atmosphere looks great. The scale of the game seems very big.
The Raiders are the ones who put them.
But do you see this? Do you see this right here? I don't know if you see it yet.
Themselves at risk.
We'll check it out.
Both from
Watch
ARK
it.
as well as other rival raiders. For a price. It is from here that players can reach different parts of the Rust Belt through a network of repurposed tunnels.
Sounds great. And then I came to this scene. As soon as I loaded in. As soon as they loaded in. Boom. And I'm like, okay, are these two friends that you have? Or is the gameplay geared towards me being squatted up? I have to have two other people in my squad in order to play the game at all. That's my biggest problem right there. It stopped me in my tracks, and I'm halfway out the door now. I'm not spending money on this game. Just based on that, I will not spend money on this game. I will not buy this game based on that. Sorry, I can't do it. I can't leave my gameplay experience up to two random strangers anymore on whether or not they have the ability to work together, to not troll me and kill their own team just to try to take their loot, whatever beginner loot that they may have, and then run off and extract with it just so they can try to get ahead. Like, what did you do? That's what's in my mind. I'm about to sit here and watch video after video of the game to make sure that team killing isn't a thing, to make sure that trolling and freaking people that want to come in that they, number one, don't have a microphone for some reason, or number two, they just don't care about their squad at all. They just come in and they play the game like they wanted to play it by themselves anyways. So I that's just like, that's where I'm on. That's where I just like, I was like, okay, I'm out. You're not going to sit here and sell me a game that I have to have two friends that are completely committed to how gun tactics and gameplay works in order to actually make this situation and make this game a good experience. Like, I've tried that. It does not work. And if that's the first bit of gameplay, early tech test footage you can offer me without telling me that I have to be, telling me whether or not I can be by myself or with two other people, I'm sorry, I'm out. I don't care how good your game looks. I am not going to be forced to play with two strangers that I've never met before, and I got to hope and pray that they have the same thing in mind that I do. That does not work. That's a recipe for disaster. But let's watch the rest of the trailer and see if there's anything we can pick up that might kind of give us an inkling that is not what I'm saying. I hope that they prove me wrong. I want to be proved wrong in this instance. The game looks great, and we need plenty of other extraction shooters in the genre. But we don't need more watered-down, overhyped, over-marketed, microtransaction-filled extraction shooters. Like, just excuses for people to spend money on a game. Like, it gets to the point where you're just like, complete the game first and then sell it. Stop giving me a broken game and then having this roadmap of features that get changed over time, or how you restructure it and flip-flop on yourself, and your vision for the game changes and nothing ever gets solidified, yet we're supposed to spend money on your microtransactions and keep your business alive. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So when I see these things and I see the 3-player have to be with 2 other players type of bullcrap that they keep offering, it's just another game. It's just another game that's going to get washed away in the hype. It's going to get hyped and then whoop, right out the door. Nobody's going to pay attention to it because you're not offering anything different. There's nothing different about it. But I hope that I'm proven wrong.
The raider we are following is on a quest, a job to obtain a seed vault from a research facility deeper into the city. The others in the squad are after medical supplies, some rare parts, and their best lead is a pharmacy nearby.
Okay, that's nice, but why do I have to care about that? I have to help these two people complete their quest, you're going to encounter people that don't want to do that. They're going to spawn in and they're immediately going to go run off by themselves and play the game by themselves. That's what your baseline experience is going to be. If I have to have two other people with me, you're going to encounter a lot of that. And if there's team killing, they're going to kill you and take your stuff.
I found some chemicals.
A red flare is a signal of a raider getting knocked down. But you never really know what happened there until you go look. Could have been a fight between raiders or ARC.
There's only two options of what could have happened. It was either raiders or ARC. And just based purely on that observation, it was ARC. There was a drone right there. Like, what do you mean? It's very obvious to tell what happened over there.
You never know.
Wasp over there.
Yeah, that's ARC. They got killed by ARC.
Let's go
robot
there.
things.
Wasp.
Birds. There we go. Well, that's just a dead giveaway to that's where you're coming from. You know?
Let's go to that tower.
Maybe they were killed by raiders and then the ARC robots. Maybe. Okay, we got some fall damage going. That was good. Okay. It was a pretty hard fall. Two more there. All third person aiming. Of course, I've seen it to where it's like he's got a handgun, but if you like this guy over here, whoever had the sniper, whatever the loud rifle, he could have had a scope. And I've seen it to where if you have a scope, it will transition to ADS. I do prefer an ADS. I love a good ADS. I don't like how it's necessarily locked to third person. I like having the choice to switch back and forth in between the two. That's just personal preference, though. Explosions look pretty alright.
They've reached the pharmacy now.
Let's get over there.
It looks like they are probably the
That's
first
something
ones here.
here.
But you can never be sure, so it is wise to double check your corners.
Hey, Raider.
Don't shoot, I'm a friend.
Okay, see, this guy looks by himself. But that just means, like, did his squad die? Did they just get killed off? And that's why he was there? Because they were going to where a raider died, I think. So does that mean his raider friends died? That's my question.
Split the loot? Attack the target.
Like, I'm getting the Division vibes. Just a little bit.
Making friends in the Rust Belt is not easy, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
See that stamina down there.
Wasp, up there. Careful, that's a hornet.
I'm liking the ping system. It's always good to have.
Found antiseptic.
I don't know why that reminded
it.
me of Left 4
Some
Dead.
plastic.
Looks like they got what they came for, and now it's time to get out of here. Everything that you find will be lost if you don't make it out alive. But raiders know this. It's what they do.
Ooh, I see blood. I like the sound of the footsteps. This is gonna have really good audio.
Raider, contact.
You know, I'm seeing him get shot. Like, he got shot multiple times. And he's just booking it. So I'm like, I'm wondering how the time to kill is. You know, I'm not seeing numbers fly off here and seeing points, and you got to get a certain number of points down before they go down. Like, I'm liking how that's not a feature in the game. I do not like that type of gameplay. Sparks look good. Gunfire sounds good. It does sound pretty good. It's nice and loud. Oof. Had to make a tactical retreat to the rear.
Engaging in firefight.
Oh, see, look, he's by himself. But that just makes me question, do you spawn in with two people that can die and then you just continue on by yourself? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that goes, and that's what I want to see. I need to see that. And that's why I went ahead and I'm trying to get into early access. And we're going to be streaming this game live on Twitch when we get it. And you're going to be seeing videos of it over on the channel here. So stay tuned.
Fights may sometimes be the only way out of a tight spot. Other times, being cautious and staying out of sight is the better option to make it out. For raiders hoping to thrive, the Rust
The scale of this game looks amazing.
Belt is filled with opportunities and secrets,
Oh, I thought they died.
if you know where to look. You'll have to stay vigilant up there on the surface, where an armada of arc machines roam unchecked.
And another thing they can't give too much to the player is just information about the lore, about finding stuff, going somewhere and discovering a location and finding the items and knowing what things are worth. Like, you can't just give that stuff to the player. Like, you have to let them go and discover how much that's worth. What is that object for? You know what I'm saying? What can I piece this together with to build, if there is a base building feature or like a bunker feature like Tarkov has it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the questions. Those are the things that make a good extraction shooter. Not just going to get the loot, but knowing everything about the loot and everything having a use, having a price tag, player market. Those are the things that make a good extraction shooter. Not just going in and I can die and lose my loot. That's not what makes a good extraction shooter. That's not what made Tarkov. That's the basic concept that they think that makes the game, but that's not what makes a good extraction shooter. And that's what they're missing. They're giving the player too much stuff. They're just like, yeah, here's all this loot that you can just go collect, and we're just going to tell you everything about it and what it's used for and everything. Like, no, let me discover that all by myself. That's what survival in these games are about. That's what makes it cool. Okay?
Where motives
But that
of
looks
other
cool.
raiders
That looks
remain
intimidating.
dangerously unclear. You'll need to be resourceful, work with what you have, and sometimes make plans on the fly. What are you prepared to risk to get what you want? Ultimately, you get to decide what kind of raider you'll become, shaping your own legacy, your raider, and your home.
So here's hoping to Arc Raiders. I really hope that they do good. Go wishlist it now, get it out there so they can get all the support that they need, because like I said, we need games in the extraction shooter genre. We just don't need poorly washed down ideas of extraction shooters in the genre. But that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys keep it easy. Y'all keep it sleazy, and I will catch y'all in the next one. All right, peace.